Hello and welcome to the RJ Squared podcast, where we invite you to join the conversation. I'm Jamal and I'm here with Jermaine and Renell, and we are your unfiltered crew diving into life, culture, manhood, and so much more. We stream here live every Sunday at 3 p.m. and Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Instagram. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, and join the conversation. Help grow the channel and build the community. All right, tonight's topic, let's get into it. Episode 11. 11. Ratings night. Hot takes on our favorite people, places, and things. All right. What's good, everybody? You like my Spanish, huh?
I love it, but it was good. It was real good. But we have to say welcome, Super Douche.
Oh goodness,
we have a special guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's Super Douche 10,000. Talk to us, good sir.
Does he talk?
No, I don't know. Okay, Super Douche.
He saw Blue Eye Samurai and was like,
yeah.
I can do better.
So I'm well, Jamal. How are you, buddy?
Just having first world problems. Otherwise, I'm good.
Right.
Yeah, I was complaining about my wash and dryer. Well, it arrived and now it's too big. So, but I have a wash and dryer. I need to be grateful. I don't want to be that guy. Yeah. But it's great. Let me see what else. The weekend was cool. We were just here yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to we've had so far, Jamal and Super Douche. We've had 3 guests, right? So far with on the RJ Squared podcast, and just want to send a shout out to them. Many thanks to them. Jason Adams, Alejandro, and Marcia the Realtor, right? Great little shows and really appreciate their time. So
absolutely. And more to come. But yes, we're very grateful for them helping us, supporting us in any way that they can. They were all great episodes. So please check them out. They are on the live section of our channel. And I just uploaded, not just, but yesterday uploaded them to our videos section of our channel on YouTube. So please do check that out. Jermaine, you good? You with us?
Good, brother.
All right. What's been good, man?
You had to take it off. Jeez.
Yeah.
Got the AC like I'm 72.
All right. Well, what's been good since yesterday? I know we were just on the stream yesterday, but anything new?
Well, I went out to the trucks this morning, and the same problem happened that it was in the shop for the past 2 weeks. So it looks like we have to get another truck. And then the other one had a coolant leak, so I had to take that truck to get fixed. It's like the intake heater valve or something. So yeah, that's what happened to me today. But we move forward.
That's right. Always like time, moving forward. So tonight's episode, we're rating things. We're rating a variety of things. I guess whatever comes to mind. I know we touched, during our brainstorming session, we talked about maybe ladies we like, places we've lived, things we enjoy doing. Just kind of gonna let you take the reins here, Jermaine, and kind of lead us down what you were thinking you wanted this episode to be about.
Let's start off with men. Do you have Instagram? Yeah, let's start off with men. Do you have Instagram on your computer that you can pull up? Not necessarily yours, but Instagram.com or whatever. And whatever comes up, comes up.
Yeah, let me get that going for you. Instagram.
He said, "Let me start with men." You go, Super Douche.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, man. Super Douche. Let's go.
Yeah.
Look, we're not around here talking about we'll date the guys or anything like that. But
no, it's okay if you're in touch with your feminine side and you're man enough to say, "Hey, if I was a woman, I would date that man."
Didn't say I would say that either. I could just acknowledge when people
Have you? So look, my question.
Are
So
big, skinny, fit.
question for you: have you ever said that to yourself? If I was a female, I would date that.
I literally never said that before.
You never
Ever.
said no.
No,
Okay.
no.
All right.
Now I've said, let's take who's the guy who plays like Thor or the guy who plays Superman or actor. I
Chris
understand why
Hemsworth.
women yeah, I
Yeah.
understand why women would want to date them.
Uh,
They work out all the time. They have to stay in shape. They're an actor. They have status. They have clout. They have money. I understand why women would date them.
Yeah.
Or an NFL player or a basketball player. I understand why women would want to date them.
So that's the
Look,
difference. You understand, but you don't appreciate.
why would appreciate?
Appreciate. So you understand based on his all the things that you just described, but not necessarily if you were a female would find him attractive.
I'm not a female. I can't answer that, bro. But no, I look, Chris Hemsworth. If
Yeah.
you put him and me next to each other, I understand why women will pick him over me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not rocket science, bro. It's not appreciation. It's not like, okay, she chose the 6'3", 225 chiseled guy with a jawline and blue eyes. Understandable. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Right.
Yeah.
A-list actors. I'm not gonna sit here and cry like she didn't pick me. Why not? Give short kings a chance. Like I ain't gonna do all that dumb shit. Like I'm gonna understand what happened. Like okay, well, makes sense.
Yeah.
Were you guys talking about rating men? Is that what
Mhm.
you're talking about?
Well, put men in suits. So I wanted to rate suits actually, not necessarily good-looking men. I just went on that
Oh,
tangent because Renell had asked that question. But no, like their attire.
okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you can
best
just. And,
dressed.
I mean, you can go to Google and pull up men in suits. It
Oh,
doesn't even
so
have to be Instagram.
we're not doing Instagram. Okay. All right.
Well,
Cool.
we'll go for the women. We'll go to Instagram.
Okay. So
But let's start off with men in suits.
men in suits. Yes. You like a good suit, Jermaine?
I do. I do.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, yeah, I guess I can come back to Instagram. So Google it is. All right. On Google. So just what? Men in suits.
Men in suits and a whole bunch of pictures should pop up.
All right, let's see. Boom. Images. Boom. Yep. Suit supply. Calvin Klein. That's Renell's favorite. Remember
How'd you know?
I remember well, yeah, because that was like your mantra. You were like, oh man, I'm working out because I want that Calvin Klein body. That's
Yeah.
all I
Yeah.
want.
That's a good memory.
I remember. Yo, you said it like every 5 minutes. I remember. Yeah. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
I'm not
Is
really
it-
a suit guy. But anyway, that's
You're
just me.
not?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh,
Nah.
yeah. I've never seen you in a suit. That's true.
You know, people say I look good in it, but I don't feel I'm more of a t-shirt and jeans, you know. That's just kind of how I roll. But
How about for like all 25 years in consulting, you've never had to wear a suit or anything? That's interesting.
So let me think. Yeah, so I've been consulting now for 20 years. I've had to wear a suit, I think, twice that I can
Wow.
recall. Yeah, twice. That was it. Every other time, just a collared shirt, maybe a blazer. But that's really it. The
Wow.
focus was on the content and what I had to say. If
Mhm.
I had a fresh cut and a collared shirt, for the most part, they were okay.
Interesting.
You know, yeah, it's just a different time. But that's a great question. Like, when's the right occasion for a suit? Hey, check out this guy. Like, I'm looking at this dude. I'm like,
Can we pull them up one at a time? Like,
oh yeah, does it? Oh, you know what?
if you like, click on it.
Well, see, what happens is it pulls up a new. All right, hold on, let me sort this out. It creates a new.
Image feed.
No, a new. What do you call
Yeah.
it?
So
Mhm.
hang on. I'll go first. Black belt, no, because you have a light suit on. The belt should be brown. Even like a mustard belt would be better than a black belt. And he probably has on black shoes. Shouldn't have on black shoes with a light um, suit.
I like the contrast.
I was gonna say, actually, I kind of like it. But my question is, like, when would you wear a suit like this? You know,
You can wear a suit like that on a date.
yeah,
That
in
seems
New York,
overdressed.
yeah,
that feels a little bit. I'm not
yeah,
gonna
definitely not in Florida,
lie. No.
unless you're going to like a 6 diamond, you know.
6 diamond.
Y'all like the
Six-
color of this? Is it pinstripe? No,
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 it looks.
no. Wait, 6 diamond. What are you talking?
I'm talking.
I think he saw a 5-star restaurant.
5-star restaurant.
Oh, okay. Or
Sorry.
there's yeah, Michelin stars. Michelin goes up to 3. You've been to a Michelin star restaurant?
Mm-mm.
I've never
Oh,
eaten
Not
that.
that I knew.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I have,
Oh,
but I don't think I paid. I think I was there with someone.
whoa,
Or a
whoa, whoa.
group of
You've been to a Michelin star restaurant, Jermaine?
I believe so, but it was a group of people. I didn't go by myself. I was invited.
That's top shelf, man. That's like $500 a plate minimum. Okay.
But
Damn.
again, it was around 6
Okay.
people.
Okay. Wow.
I'm
The bill
appalled.
was taken care of. Let's
I
just say that.
can't-
Damn,
can't
good for
afford
you,
that.
man. Yeah, it's not cheap. There's a place in Napa Valley called French Laundry that is a 3-star Michelin restaurant, and they are backed up, I think 6 months usually. I don't know how it is now, but that's what it was. And it's just bougie French food. I ate it in France. I didn't really get it, but anyway.
It's definitely
I
not
guess
worth
for-
it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for something like that, I would wear a suit like this, but that's so rare. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm a jeans and t-shirt. So. Mhm.
Yeah, even if he didn't have the jacket, let's say he had a date. If he didn't have the jacket, that would be a good look. I still wouldn't wear the black belt. I would prefer a lighter belt and light brown belt, brown shoes. On a date, lose the jacket, brown belt, brown shoes, just a shirt. Excellent look for a man. And that depends on what type of women you date also. So
But you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that what was it? It was like a video or something where this man, he was recorded because his date was trying to shame him for him taking his date
Cheesecake?
to the Cheesecake Factory.
yeah.
Yeah. And it just makes me think that, wow, we all have these like preconceived notions of like what's good and what's not good. I personally think Cheesecake Factory is like a great place to take someone on a first date. I don't
Me
see a
too.
problem with it. But she, for whatever reason, felt he was lowballing her. Same thing kind of with clothes. Like, I would wear that suit
So
for
I agree with
Oh.
you. I agree with what you're saying, and going because I think that's a great point, right?
yeah.
Where do you take women on a first date? To me, it depends on how interested I am in this female. It really does. So, do you go for the home run, right? Not literally. I'm talking about to really go all
Impress
out
her.
here. Yeah, impress her. Or are you looking for a double? You know what I mean? And I think Cheesecake Factory is somewhere around the double level, as opposed to going for that fine steakhouse or whatnot.
Well, you say that, but women don't look at it that way. At least she didn't in that video. Well, I want to focus on the video since Jamal brought it up. But
Mhm.
she literally, like during the course of the video, she was like, "Look at me. Do I look like a Cheesecake Factory?" She had like on a green dress with
Yes.
like red lipstick. She
Yes,
was
she did.
literally
I didn't see the video. Was she like?
may have been an average woman, bro.
So if you were to rate her, what on the November Montgomery scale?
I'll
what
give her
would
a
you rate
4, a
That's
3 or a
generous.
4.
What about
That's
you, Jay?
generous. 2.
Really? Really?
And I say too, not to be vindictive or anything, but her attitude was just so horrible.
Killed
Yeah.
you.
I don't remember what she looks like, but I do remember her attitude,
Mhm.
and that to me was a 2. Like, I would not want to be around her at all.
Yeah, her attitude was
Yeah.
disgusting. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's funny because I think she thought she was gonna have more people on her side when
Right.
she put the video out. but it
Sure did.
backfired.
Sure.
And they
did.
were all talking shit.
Yeah, because
About
bro, they were
her.
like, look at you, like you're more of a McDonald's first date. Like you talking about
Right.
Cheesecake Factory.
Right. Right.
Good.
Right.
She was overweight.
And she was late.
And
Right?
she was late. Yep. So
He had to
so-
wait.
So this is what happened right now. He actually had reservations to a different restaurant that was better than Cheesecake.
Right.
But
That's
because she was
right.
late, he had to cancel the reservation and then tuck her to the Cheesecake Factory. So he was actually going to take her to a place that was better than the Cheesecake Factory, to my
Mhm.
understanding, if I'm remembering the video correctly.
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up, Jimmy. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And her trifling ass couldn't even be on time. So yeah, that's why they had to go to Cheesecake.
We could probably pull the video up if Renell
Yeah,
want to
we-
see the chick.
Yeah, I do want
But-
to see that. I'm so curious now.
But here's my thing. My point for bringing that up is, let's say he bought a suit
Right.
for that, just for that to happen. You see
Right.
my point?
Yeah.
Like, why go through all that if
Exactly.
that is a possibility? So that's
Well-
why I'm like, you get jeans and t-shirt, man. Because
Yeah.
No, you
I'm
don't
not
buy
gonna-
a suit to go on a date. You use the
Mm.
suits you already have. You just
Yeah,
use the
but-
slacks and a
Yeah.
shirt.
Recycle.
But I mean,
Mhm.
you would only have suits like that if that's like, okay, so that's the root of what I'm trying to get at. Like, what, okay, if not a date, then what is a suit for? Is it for work? Is it for
Business
church?
function, church, work.
What if you're a plumber? Like, you don't need a suit for a business function if you're a plumber.
Well, I'm pretty sure plumbers have a suit or more than one suit. But yes,
And-
you are
and it-
correct. Certain.
And if you're a plumber, please drop a comment and let us know why you have a suit, because I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, people buy suits when they go to weddings, funerals, and then they just use.
Yeah.
They don't rent a suit. Well, I guess if you're in the actual a groomsman, then some of those get rented. But usually, people just buy a suit for different occasions, and then over the years, you just have suits. Like I bought a suit. What did I buy a suit for? I think my brother was having something at his church.
Didn't you have one for a video or something like that you made?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, it wasn't a suit. That was just a blazer.
You just had a blazer. That's right.
Yeah, I had a blazer with jeans. So I'm just to let you know, I don't wear suits, but I do have. I have
Yeah,
like 4.
I have 3. Hmm.
I have a black one, a tan one.
Oh, hell to the no.
No what? Oh, this
That
is
is
her.
that is not her.
Yep.
Yes, it is. You ready?
Bro, 2, that's a
I was being courteous. I gave her a 3 or 4.
You were being you said like 4 or 5. No,
You
dog,
said
that
4. I said 2.
Support my black
No.
queens.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay.
Oh, hell to the no.
He
And this is
got me
wild.
At the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Mm-mm.
Wow.
First date.
He went around to let her out.
Yeah.
And she locked it.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look,
Are you're recording me?
yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
What
Wanna
the
talk about it?
fuck?
I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Bro, I would have kicked their ass out my car, bro.
Yo. Treating his car like it.
Oh.
Yo.
Okay.
This thing's 60. You want to play the whole thing? I mean, I think we're good.
No, we good. But that's her. And it goes on and on. And but the good thing is, right now, I don't know if you want to forward to the end so he can see how the young man, he handled it. I think he handled it well.
What did he do?
Well, look,
I mean, you are serious. You really leaving?
Yeah. I mean, you didn't.
go back a little bit further
I mean,
to where he says what he said.
Oh no, he didn't.
Back a little bit
Look at
further.
me. I cannot go.
Right there.
If we're late, I mean, I told
we
you
weren't
twice.
late. It wasn't that late.
We literally
Come on.
left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be.
Oh,
And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there. And
They
while
don't
we're in the
even look
parking lot
compatible.
I mean,
and waiting for a reservation.
we can
She was
try
just trying to
know
use
each
them, bro.
other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, like, you know,
No.
equivalent to that? I mean,
I
you
literally
don't
just said,
understand. Look at me. I cannot.
He's a
go in
good-looking dude.
Cheesecake Factory.
there's nothing wrong with
I
that.
will die.
He can do that.
That's
Okay.
embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for that.
No.
I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Good job, buddy.
Listen,
I'm up.
So
Watch how she flip.
You just want to call it a night? I mean,
Yeah.
isn't there some kind of compromise or something?
Compromise.
Ladies,
She
can
just
you
want a
believe
free
this?
meal.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Please,
but
out of the parking space.
I if I don't feel
Can you
respected,
see?
I
I
am
mean-
not gonna go through
I
with
mean,
the rest
come
of the day.
on.
The car looks clean, new.
I like the sunroof.
Kind.
Serious,
Yeah,
really
he's
leaving.
kind, courteous.
I mean, you didn't want this
Good for him.
right?
I mean,
What was
I
he
Listen,
mean,
how
I
she talking now.
understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand
saying?
that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You
She knows she
you
ain't
made
getting
some
no
good
food.
points. That's why
Right, she was hungry.
compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
Yeah, he's sure.
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one.
Oh
So
my god.
Dang.
I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
He said, we dropping you off.
All right, whatever. Well, I mean, I guess I understand. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, he does. That's crazy.
Wow.
what would
Yeah.
you rate her right now?
I agree. So I'm not going to say a 1 because I think she has a pretty face, but
Okay, let's go green light, yellow light for caution, and red light a complete stop. Let's use lights. So green
I have no
light,
idea what that means.
Yeah, this is new.
So
So,
green light,
green go.
she's
yeah.
attractive. Yellow, she's attractive or average, but be careful. Red, let's say she was beautiful, but she had that same attitude. I would still give her a red because of her attitude, even if she was beautiful.
Yeah, she's a red.
Okay,
Red,
Yeah.
red, purple, red.
I would give her a red also.
That's the first time you've introduced me to the green, yellow, red light.
My sister suggested it instead of us using numbers.
Yeah.
My sister suggested it that way. We don't have. It's not like an insult if we say a chick is a 2.
But you
Thank
know
you,
what
Renee.
happens.
Appreciate you.
But the problem with that is over time it just takes the place of the numbers, and then someone says 20 years from now, you know what we should do instead of colors? We should use numbers. It's the same shit. So whatever. Okay.
But look, I already gave her my number. I said a 3 or a 4.
Yeah.
And
No,
I
yeah.
would actually, after watching it again, it would be more 3. Well, the attitude, like literally
Yeah,
just
she
like a
was
1.
nasty.
Like she just
I
has a
would have
nasty
been
ass
mad.
attitude.
I would have been mad to break out my one suit. for
I
this
think
fucking- Oh.
Jermaine, you brought up a great point. So the fact that he handled himself that way, he did not call her a bitch. He did not insult her. He just, wow, that was impressive, right? Because I could just imagine how Super Douche would have handled that 20 years
Hey.
ago.
Right, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Look, how the fuck you gonna lock my car from the inside and I'm on the outside, bro?
She sure
and this is
did.
the first date.
Why you manhandling my car like that?
Yeah.
Like, get out.
Jermaine-
out.
Let me tell you, bro. Everything she did was a test.
Yeah.
But she thought, and I'm going to be honest here, she thought he was going to be a simp because of his
Yeah.
ethnicity.
She
And
sure
was-
did.
she was going to
Yep.
be able to take advantage of him. That's what
sure
she
did.
thought.
He called her bluff.
100%.
Look, that bitch was
I'm
home.
so happy.
She
Yeah,
was
thirsty
hungry
too.
when he said, "Look, did you see her face deflate when he said I'm just gonna take you home?" It's like her stomach growl, like,
she sure did. She was hungry. She was.
I'm thirsty
She
too.
would have settled for cheesecake then.
Yeah,
That's
Cheesecake
funny.
with look, I've been to Cheesecake Factory. Sometimes I used to go home because I like Peruvian food. I like this food called halea. But
Delicious.
anytime I went and got Peruvian food, I used to drive by the Cheesecake Factory and just pick
Yeah,
up a slice of cheesecake, man. But
it's
I've eaten there
good.
plenty of times. They're pretty good, man.
They are
The
good.
meatloaf is
Especially there
good.
my niece. Oh, the calamari for the starters, the appetizers. Have you
Mhm.
ever had the calamari?
No, I'm not into seafood,
Oh, okay.
but
So,
I'm sure it's
but
delicious.
so hey, that was our first rating. That young lady.
Hey!
Now I'm gonna rate the guy on how he handled it.
Ah, okay.
His tactfulness, his stoicism, his
Mm.
patience,
Mhm.
um, his comprehension of the situation, of what she was trying to do and what she did do. I think he showed a lot of restraint in
Yep.
that particular situation. I would give him a 9.5 or 9 or a 9.5, how he handled it.
All right.
Mhm.
Now rate his looks.
Well, wait. Let's each take a turn on what Jermaine said. Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Renell. Well,
So
I
rate
mean,
how he handled it right now.
yeah,
I
let's go.
think, yeah, I think the guy was the epitome of a gentleman, right? That's
Mhm.
so I would say 10. I think
10?
I think there were no, he didn't make any mistakes.
He could have done. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think he did anything. Like I can't say that I would have done anything differently. Then I think he handled it a lot better than I would have. I probably would have got a little pissed off, quiet, but yeah, he did a great job. And most importantly, I'm glad that he still treated her with respect and dignity at the end of the day. So yeah,
Mhm.
Why, if she didn't deserve it? Did she?
because
Well, let me ask you.
it's not about her. It's about
No,
you.
no, no, no. Wait.
It's
Let
about
me
you
ask
as a
you.
man.
Did she deserve respect and dignity for the way she was acting? Yes or no? Nothing in between, just yes or no. Did she
See,
deserve respect and dignity?
that's not a yes or no question.
It literally is.
Actually, it is.
No,
It
it's
is.
not
Renell.
because it's she. I think at the end of the day,
Bro, not all women deserve this shit y'all be talking about out there in the ether, bro. Not all women deserve respect and all that shit y'all be talking about. Just like not all men. I don't understand why people don't understand this shit.
because it's about you as the individual. It's not about them, right? It's about how you carry yourself, regardless of their behaviors.
And
Right.
I didn't say, again, carry yourself well. I agree with you there right now. What I'm saying is the way she was acting, did she actually deserve respect and to be treated in a dignified manner based on her actions and her words? Keep it a bean. You saw the
Mm,
video? Bro, it ain't
yeah.
hard to say no. It ain't hard to say no. I know you want to say no so bad. I know you want to say nah, man. But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
No,
Jamal. It's on you.
so yeah, you're right. So yes, so let's be honest, right? So yes, inside I do want to say no because I think I wouldn't have handled it as well as he did. But at the end of the day, she didn't do anything that was just egregious and off the charts. She was being a bitch. Yeah, she was. Absolutely. 100%. But nothing to the point where I would treat her in a disrespectful way or
Yeah, I'm
anybody
not
should
saying
treat her
hit
in a
or
disrespectful
anything like that.
No,
I
I'm
think he
talking
treated her.
verbally. I'm talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah. No need to curse at her and call her a bitch. No need to say like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" No need to do that. I'm just saying she didn't deserve respect and dignity. But go ahead, Jamal. I'm not saying he did anything wrong either. I think he handled it well. He handled it the right way. But go ahead, Jamal. Sorry.
No, that's cool. I disagree with you, Renell. I think there was room for improvement. Like he did well. He could have done better because I believe what she did was egregious. She actually was streaming it from her phone in order to humiliate this man for taking him
Yeah.
to
Good point.
Cheesecake. Who knows how
Mhm.
many people were reviewing that? But I mean, it went viral.
Mhm.
So let's just say her intentions were correct and she was able to embarrass him. That puts a different light on it, right? So I think he had every right to be upset. Um, if he were more savvy and more witty with words, he could have put her in her place and made her think twice about whipping out her phone, locking the car door, trying to make him look silly for taking, for trying to like salvage what had already become a bad day because of her tardiness. So you got to think about it. She was tardy. Maybe she apologized. Maybe she didn't. She didn't seem to remember that was the cause for them having to change their plans to go to Cheesecake Factory. She then whips out her phone, streams it on TikTok to more or less embarrass him, to then say that a chain restaurant is beneath her because look at her, because she in all her glory is worthy of only whatever. So yes, he was respectful. Yes, he was a gentleman, but to get a 10 out of 10 for me, he should have put her in her place and embarrassed her and just been real with it. But
So what's your
Yeah,
actual number for him?
I'll say a 7.
7?
There was room for him to like slay her. He should
Yeah.
have been a little more savage, in my opinion.
And I guess that's the thing with rating also, because it's how you're going to view it a different way. Like, oh, maybe he should have been a little more, not passive aggressive, but a little more, let me try to cut you a little bit since you want to be so funny and you think you know
Should have
everything.
been more critical. You've been like,
Pieces.
why you got your phone out? Look, and you look hungry. Like, why are you being picky right now? Like, I would have said that straight up. Like, you look hungry. Like, you
Yeah.
have no business being picky right now. Trying to
You
lock
know-
yourself in my car.
You know what's funny? I guarantee that lady eats at fast food restaurants. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
That without
No,
Yeah.
keep in mind, most people eat at fast food restaurants. It doesn't matter if it's Wendy's. It doesn't matter if it's more of a Chick-fil-A feel,
right.
Taco Bell,
Yep.
McDonald's. So, look,
Yep.
I know my son. He doesn't really eat fast food, but if he's hungry, he'll just get fries from McDonald's, and he always tell them the same thing: no salt. That way, the fries are always fresh.
That's a good little trick. I didn't know that.
But he'll just get fries, man. But he doesn't eat like burgers and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Good for him.
All right, so hey, man, that was our first rating. So,
Hey.
well, I guess we don't really have to rate her attitude. I don't even know if you can put a number on that, bro.
You can't.
Yeah.
0 has no value. So let's move on.
Okay.
Oh,
But that's the
man,
video
it's
right
crazy.
now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hell to
Crazy.
you
And
never
it
saw
looks
that video?
staged.
I've never seen that. No.
Well,
never.
and I almost called it Oprah Winfrey. Whoopi Goldberg on The View, they talk about it. It's on TikTok too.
I tell you, the way you guys were talking about it, I expected the woman to be. Expected that lady to be a lot more attractive. Yeah.
What did they say on
In
the
her
video?
mind,
Mhm.
I can pull it up.
Did they
'cause it's
condone
Whoopi-
it?
Well, I don't know. I didn't really listen to it. Let's see what she says.
I wonder if they did.
For shaming her date for choosing the Cheesecake Factory for dinner. She feels bad about reacting like she did, so she says. But take a look at the clip.
Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong with
I
that.
will die.
Maybe we're not right for each other.
She will die.
So respectfully, I'm
Oh,
gonna
no,
just
he
drop you
didn't.
off at home.
Oh no, he didn't. After the conversation, I could see how there was
Wait,
a lot of
how big this shit?
Okay.
in
Too
that
big.
exchange.
Excellent.
It was I was
Oh, that's the guy?
definitely very self-centered,
Yeah.
and I can appreciate if I do want someone to provide for me.
She went on an apology tour.
I'll be a little bit nice.
Okay, that apology ish is part of this. But what do you think? I mean,
Well, she got a
it's
lot
the
of
first
blowback, I
day.
think.
I'm
Probably.
sure she
Oh,
All right, let's not get canceled. But anyway, yeah, she went on an apology tour and didn't really give much of an apology.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me tell you where that comes from, that entitlement. It comes from her being on TikTok and social media. That's where it comes from, bro. All these women are hearing other women. Somehow in the world, every woman's a 10. Every woman wants a guy who's above 6 foot. Every woman wants a guy who makes 100,000. Like they literally regurgitate the same thing that every other chick says, bro.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
like they're all in a think tank, and when they get out, it's like their mind never leaves. It's just in a continuous. What do they call it when you're
Perpetual.
buffer? No, when you're buffered to it doesn't matter, but you understand what I'm saying. But
Mhm.
I guarantee it's from social media. Even if she has social media, looking how she does, it's still dudes out there that's calling her gorgeous in their DMs, shit like that. Like, it's just
She's
ridiculous,
probably
man.
using a filter. She's
Oh yeah,
probably using a filter.
I mean, most women do use filters, bro.
Yeah.
like
Ugh.
I've never used a filter, but I don't even take pictures like that. It's just
That's
weird.
weird. Right.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
like
not
taking
gonna be like
selfies of
this.
yourself, like different poses, and no,
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that.
that's
I've taken
that's a different demo.
I've been in relationships, and the chicks used to want to take pictures. I don't want to take no pictures, bro. Like, I don't want to take pictures, bro. I think I've taken
Well,
2 relationships ever. I've taken pictures.
yeah, man. Well, I don't know. I don't know most men, but I know a lot of guys who just don't feel comfortable taking pictures. Like Renell, I think you and I are agreeing. We don't like. Yeah, I'm not.
I'm just not photogenic. So
Saying
I don't know how to pose. So
that's the thing. It's just awkward. Yeah.
And
So,
so
I
when I take a
make a
picture,
crazy smile.
my eyes are shut. you
right.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you on that.
I'm better off just not taking pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yep, agreed. Agreed. So yeah, she had a little viral moment, probably not for the best reason, but she did give somewhat of an apology, and he was just like, what a so were we gonna talk about places we lived before? Jermaine.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys.
Oh,
so
okay.
do you think that attitude, and this is probably going to go down a huge rabbit hole,
That's
that
great.
attitude that she displayed, is that okay, Jamal? Can I ask
Oh
this
yeah, no,
question?
yeah, that's perfect. No, perfect, please.
Do you think that attitude that she displayed is, I'm very curious, is that part of the, maybe the hesitation, on some men's parts to date Black women?
Ooh.
Good question.
Ooh.
That's why I said this is
Like the
probably another
stereotypical
podcast.
attitude.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I'm gonna. You want me to go tomorrow, or you want to go?
you can go.
So, ask your question one more time. I want to make sure.
So do you think that the attitude that she displayed, the facade, is that maybe part of the hesitation in today's day and age with men hesitating to date Black women? Case in point, let's take Shannon Sharp. He's admitted he doesn't date Black women, right? He prefers to date women of other races. And he was called out on his show, right?
Right.
So is that part of it?
I think so.
Is
I
what
disagree.
she displayed in her attitude, is that part of the hesitation for men to date Black women?
I think so. And let me preface what I'm about to say by saying not all Black women act like her. Obviously, we know that. It's kind of sad I have to say that because people will be like, "Oh," but not all Black women act like her or act ghetto or ratchet. But what you see in media and what's portrayed are those types of Black women. It's never the Black woman that graduated with a PhD or a doctorate and became a doctor or a lawyer. They're not portrayed on social media as a woman that younger ladies or children, female children, should follow. They're portrayed shaking their ass, acting like her, videos in the ghetto with 20 girls fighting at once. And look, I'm not saying white people don't do it, Spanish people don't do it. It's just shown more with Black people, it seemed like. And bro, we're like what? Like 15% of the population or something. And like it's like always out there. It's just crazy. And I'm pretty sure that population stat is wrong. But I think that's the reason. I think not only black men, but also other ethnicities see this and they're like, why would I date a black woman? All I do is see them running around on social media and portraying themselves this way. And a lot of other ethnicities, the men, they don't believe in that weave shit. I'm being for real. Like, they don't believe in that weave shit. Like, now white women have just started to get like weaves and wear wigs and shit. But they don't like that shit. Like a white guy, a Spanish guy, like they don't like that shit. Even black men, if you ask black men don't like it. Every black man you'll ask, if you pass 100 black men and you say, would you prefer if you were with a black woman for her to be natural, no weave, with weave or wigs? I guarantee you, not only an overwhelming majority, I guarantee it'll be anywhere from 95 to 98% of black men would say natural. I guarantee it, bro. But you can't tell these chicks shit. You can't tell these chicks. Like, I hate chicks with the long eyelashes. I can't stand that shit. I just like natural women, bro. That's it. But I do think it plays a part again. But everything else in today's society that surrounds it, there is a stereotype with black women, just like there's a stereotype with black men. It's out there. There's a reason that stereotype is out there. Because look, just the way she fucking acted. Go ahead, Jamal.
So your so your answer is yes, but that's part of the equation, not the full equation.
Yes, that's only one part of a larger problem.
Yeah. So I disagree. I think her attitude is more entitlement and kind of like this princess kind of an attitude. And I don't think that is just with black women. I think that's with a wide assortment of women. I think what you're confusing with the princess entitlement attitude, Renell, is how black women don't put up, like they're not easy to deal with in certain situations. And they are willing to stand up for themselves and fight back almost to a fault. Whereas, a lot of other women in different ethnicities are a bit more chill and more laid back and or more willing to give in to male female stereotypes and whatnot. Whereas black women just don't want to put up with it, for many different reasons. So I think it's very important to separate the two. One is, I'm a princess, I'm entitled to the world, I'm a 10 out of 10. That, I think, spans all races and ethnicities. Full stop. I think there's that. The black women issue has to do with their pride, the way in which they were raised, having to be strong because they were raised by a single black woman. And that's who they emulate, and that's who they think they need to be. So when they go out in society and meet men, that is the masculine energy they bring to a relationship. And that, of course, causes issues. So I think those are two completely separate issues.
Good point, Jamal. Good point. What do you feel about that, Renee?
Yeah. So I would agree with that. I think, So when we say, why do men hesitate to, or some men hesitate to date black women, it's the angry woman attitude more than anything, or the persona of being an angry woman.
Yeah, because you have to understand, like in terms of value, black women are at the bottom, and that's not right. But that's where we are. White women, for whatever reason, are at the top of the value chain. Like, think about whenever a white woman goes missing or suspected of being killed. It's like a national news, story. But then compare that to all the black and brown women who go missing, and it's never picked up by news stations. So there's a value assigned to these women, which isn't fair.
Subconsciously.
Right? So, yeah, so black women have to contend with that, and rightfully so. They're bitter and angry about that, And then I think the statistic is Black women are more likely to have complications or to die while giving birth compared to
Mhm.
white, Latino, Asian women
Yeah, I've
who
seen
are
that.
also giving birth because they're not given the same kind of care because they're not believed,
Mhm.
for having the same levels of pain or whatnot. And so Black women have to put up with a lot, and it's not always their fault. Um, and then when you can argue it is their fault, well, it's because they have been brought up to learn uh, a way of dealing with things in a way that is conveyed or interpreted as masculine, which makes them more of like a
Less.
target to say,
Mhm.
why do you act that way? Why,
Yeah.
but I mean, this all goes back to slavery. Everything goes back to slavery. And, Black women having to kind of pick up the slack for Black men in our culture being absent for all the issues they've had to deal with. And so it's just a snowball effect of things. And I really do feel Black women get the short end of the stick. It is unfortunate, but it is very real. And I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how, but I think it's important to understand and put in the right boxes what is what. So there's that entitlement princess attitude, which I think social media and films and television play a part in. But then there's also just having to be that masculine, like, person in your life because your father, your grandfather, or male role models in general just were not available to you, and so you had to pick up the slack and do that yourself. And then when you find a man, you don't know how to let that go. I think it's unfair, but it is what it is. So
Mhm. Very interesting.
He's black horse. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, he's really
oh,
not.
boy.
I'm kidding.
Super douche.
Super douche, living up to the name.
No, hey, Jamal, you made an excellent point. So yeah, I do feel she wasn't acting necessarily ratchet. If anything, she was acting entitled to his time, being late,
Yeah.
entitled
Mhm.
to his money, a bit more
Yeah,
expensive place, entitled
absolutely.
to wanting a certain experience, the
Mhm.
ambiance. She's probably
Yep.
never been to some of these places she wants to go, and she thought
Right.
she found a scrub that was gonna cave to her will
Right.
and her intentions and just give in.
On
Like
a
I'm glad the dude
first
did that, man.
date.
On
On
the
a
first date.
first,
That's
yo,
crazy.
that should be date 20 or 30. Like, well, how do you ramp up to something if you start with the number one restaurant day one? That's crazy.
And I
It makes no
guarantee she
sense.
probably talked to some of her friends and they all were in on, oh, what you gonna do? I'm gonna get him to do it. I guarantee it, bro. I
Yeah.
guarantee it. Yo,
Yeah.
women are women's worst enemy when it comes to finding a man, bro. I'm telling you. They
Women
give each
are
other
each
the
other's
worst fucking
enemies.
advice.
Oh, okay. That's where you're going. I get
Yeah,
you.
they
Yeah.
give each other the look. This dude, I'm gonna tell you like this. This dude probably had a good job. Probably was like an engineer or something. Probably had a decent, good job. He probably made close, if not more than $100,000 because his car looked nice. Not saying just because you have a nice car you made that type of money, but the way he spoke, um, he went to open a door. He was actually carrying himself with intention of finding a partner, not just going on a date. Did you notice that?
And I did notice that, and my hat's off to him because after he saw what she looked like, he was still trying to be a gentleman. And man,
Oh,
Yeah.
this
that
was
was
a blind date or something, or
No, it was
I,
just I
it
don't.
was a first date. I mean, okay. So if it were blind or he did see what she looked like, I mean,
or
I don't know. Like I just,
I'm pretty sure it
yeah,
wasn't a blind date.
yeah.
They probably met on the app.
yeah, exactly. That's how everybody meets.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be all right. But yeah, man.
They met on christianmingle.com.
Shit, right.
Sure.
Look, I bet she go to church every Sunday too.
Right,
Guaranteed.
right.
No, she might not. Yeah, that's what
She
I
didn't
wanted to
learn.
say.
She didn't learn anything.
But as far as man, black women, but Jamal is right from the data with who's the most desirable race. Black women are on the bottom of the totem pole. I believe white women are on the top, then
Yep.
Asian, then Spanish.
Yep.
So can I
Then
have,
black.
so I have another pointed question for both of you,
Sure.
men. So I understand the data, if there is a totem pole, a rating scale, but what's yours? If you had to say, hey, this is my, you see where I'm going? So
Well,
give me
well,
your super douche. Tell me what your
Okay.
number one ethnicity, race, religion, creed is, whatever you want to call it. Number two, and then number three.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I'll come back if you want.
No. I'm trying to see how to say it.
We can skip this.
Yeah, because the way I took your question, Renell, like because we were talking about placing value on people, but I don't think that's what you meant.
No, we're
No,
not
he's just
placing
saying,
value.
what's our
What is your-
ethnicity
this
preference
is just
of women?
What is our
Preference.
preference from
That's
like a?
There's
a-
no
okay,
rate.
that's
We're not rating anything. You're just telling me what you prefer. as-
okay. That's because that's different from what we were talking about. But okay,
I would probably
I
go
get-
Asian, white, Spanish, black.
Asian, white, Spanish, black.
Yes.
So the data holds true with yours. The black woman is at the bottom of the rating. So Jamal,
Okay,
how about
but
you?
Now, even though that's true,
no,
I've still dated more black women than I have the other ethnicities.
How about you,
Okay.
Jamal?
No, I need to clarify some things. So we start. I gave my answer talking about the way in which society places value on women, but let's not conflate that to mean those values equate to our sexual preferences. Like I think
No.
those are two very different things. So I just really want to make sure we walk that fine line. So
We're
I think
completely shifting
everyone-
gears and we're talking about our personal preferences. That's it.
okay, but when Jermaine gave his answer, you said, well, that's in line with what the value system was.
Well, whatever.
No, he was talking about the black women being at the bottom. Remember when you said black women are the least
bottom of the
desirable?
value. The bottom of the value, the bottom of something else.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in a dating market, least desirable. But you were talking about value when they go into. Okay, never mind. I understand the difference.
I just didn't want to because we were talking about a bunch of different things. Now I just want to make sure we separate it so that people listening don't get like, wait, what?
But
So, all
but
right.
Raynell is still right because in the dating market, black women are still on the bottom.
Right, but I don't think
from the
that's
data.
okay, but I don't think that's in relation to the value that's placed on who they are in the lives or the value of who
No.
they are.
Correct.
Well,
Correct.
Well, right. But one could make that argument and say, well, could it be because of that? That's an answer I don't know. But anyway, the question you're asking, Renell, is more about what our preference is in terms of who we're attracted to, correct? Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was cool. Because when I gave my answer, it was about the way in which society views these women and how that view is the least when it comes to black women. So that's completely separate from your question, which is who do we find the most attractive? Okay, cool. So for me, I will say Latino, black, white, Asian in that order.
Latino, black, white, Asian. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've been to Asia many times, and I feel like it's a 1 in 100,000 that I find a woman unattractive. That's just been my experience. Could be more. And there are definitely Asian women who I am attracted to. But you know what I'm not including? I'm not including Indian.
That's
I
Asian.
might have to change
That's
my
Asian.
answer.
That's
I'm
Asian.
gonna have to change my answer. Oh yeah, because I'm not including Indian or Filipino.
That's
Oh,
Asian.
shoot, or
All of
Thai.
that is Asian.
I know. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of China and Japan.
Mhm.
No.
That's where okay. So hold on.
All Asia, bro. Vietnam.
Okay, I gotta change my answer. Because I'm thinking because
Asia is huge.
right, Asia is huge. You're right. So okay, Hispanic, Asian. God damn it.
But here's another one. What about Arabic or Middle Eastern?
Aren't they considered Asian?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't.
They're
think they
Indian.
are.
Wait. They're Indian, but aren't Indian.
No, let me double
All right,
check that.
wait. Say the two places you just said again.
Well,
Say the two places
so
you just said again, Rado.
Middle East, Arabic. So
Is
Arabic,
and what was the other one you said?
Middle East or Arabic.
What
Which is-
continent are they on?
They're all in the Middle
Asia.
East. With well,
Asia.
no.
Middle East is part of Asia.
So it would be like the entire Northern Arabian Gulf. So you have
When
some
you
of-
say that, it's still Asia.
What continent is that?
It's Asia.
No, that's let me double.
It is Asia because it's not Africa and it's not Europe.
Yeah.
Regardless if they call themselves Indian, they're still Asian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
think
I
Middle
guess we
East
put them
counts
all
as
in
Asia.
that group. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Middle East counts as Asia. Damn, that changed my answer. Yeah, Latina.
Okay, so the Middle East is considered a transcontinental region spanning parts of Asia and Africa, with some definitions also including parts of Europe.
Okay.
The majority of the Middle East is located in Western Asia. So it gets a little messy there, right?
Yeah, there's some beautiful Indian women, bro. Like Muslim, like there's some beautiful like
I've seen
Indian
some
women.
Arabic women that are
Arabic women. Yeah.
Woo!
But all you see is their eyes. How you know?
Well, no, I've seen them.
With the kufis
Without the
on?
hijab.
Yeah,
The
not all of
hijab?
them. Yeah. Not all Arabic countries are that
Muslim?
strict, right? So some countries are a little more liberal than others. Mhm. For example, Bahrain is a very
Mhm.
liberal Arabic
Okay.
country. Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, women actually
Yeah.
work out there.
Oh yeah. I know Kuwait is pretty progressive, right? Or Qatar.
Qatar. So that drives me crazy. It's not pronounced Qatar. It's pronounced Qatar. But
I have to say that with that accent to get your
Yeah.
respect.
Like you got to make a face when he's like, what is
Yeah, that's a lot of work, you know.
Qatar is very gringo.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's Qatar.
Qatar. Okay.
Qatar. Uh-huh.
Qatar. Okay.
But you were saying, yeah, so Bahrain is a very liberal Arabic country. Qatar is actually moderate. And then you have Saudi Arabia, which is very devout, and they're very conservative there.
Oh, okay.
Women look
But-
good in Saudi Arabia also.
But you talk about happy hypocrites, Saudi Arabia.
They're happy hypocrites.
Yeah. So there's a saying
How do
in
you
the Northern Arabian Gulf that Allah cannot see in Bahrain. So basically,
Oh, they can do
that's-
whatever they want.
It's a godless state,
Yeah.
pretty much.
yeah. So they can go in there, and that's their Las Vegas.
Mm.
Abu Dhabi and Dubai are also very progressive. Well,
Yeah.
they're
She's
it's a little-
shitting on chicks from America over there in Dubai, bro.
I've heard those
What?
stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like these
they-
chicks literally get flown over there, and
Yeah.
these dudes have so much money, they'll give them like 25,000
Yeah.
to like fuck a goat. It's weird, bro. I'm serious. Like I'm
He's
being
right.
fucking
You mean
serious, bro.
get fucked by a goat? You mean?
Yeah, to
Or
get
by
They
Vice
put
by
a
a
versa.
strap
goat, whatever.
on it.
But
put
they
a
do
strap on
crazy
or something.
shit.
I don't know. Oh, okay.
They do
Yeah.
crazy. Look, if you see if you're dating a chick and you see in the past she has Instagram pictures with her in Dubai, break up with her ass, bro. I'm telling you, break up with her ass.
I don't
One,
know where she's
women
from.
don't pay to go to fucking Dubai. It's Dubai. It's the UAE.
Mhm.
Like women aren't just, you know what? I think I want to go to Dubai. Like, bro, that shit don't happen. These chicks get flown out there, bro. If you look at a chick's Instagram and she's been to these places, especially if she's at the place and then she shows you her on a private jet going to the place, break up with her ass, bro.
If her test is positive for goat DNA in her vagina, that's a no.
They do crazy shit. But and
Understood.
and they do like to shit on the chicks also, bro.
do the swab.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Positive for goat. You out, bitch.
Positive for goat. Hey,
Positive for goat. Nope.
Yeah.
Man,
Mm.
you know what? Let me. I want to pull up. Hang on.
Yo, I should not have drank all that vodka. I'm gonna be right back, yo.
Yeah, you're good.
No, you're
That was I won't do.
So right now I'm gonna pull up. Let's see here.
Mm.
Hottest
Da-do-do,
Indian women.
do-do. Mm, da-do-do, do-do. The very first time that I saw your brown eyes, your lips said hello, and I said hi. I knew right then you
Like,
were the one. Yeah.
So you know who Mia Khalifa is? The
Yes.
porn star.
Yes.
Do you think she's nice looking? Wait, just forget about the porn. Because obviously you're not going to date her. Just if she never did porn, do you think she's an attractive woman? I do, personally.
I do too. I think, yeah, I would date her. I would ask her out. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the fake breasts, but I do think she's attractive. So
No,
there's a
she-
girl. I'm
Those
sorry?
Those aren't fake.
What?
Those aren't fake.
Hang on, let me pull her up.
No, bro. She's got, those are real bubbles. She's just endowed. Blessed young lady.
Yeah, so I think either way, I think she's attractive.
You know another thing, Jermaine, about her?
What's
I
that?
like the glasses.
Yeah, gives her that little, and forgive us for saying this, that little schoolgirl look.
Yeah.
That's what she's going for.
No. So I call it the
What
you know what I call
is-
it? I call it she has the Alanis Morissette look going on there with those
The what?
glasses. Kind of like an Alanis Morissette kind of a glasses look. Yeah, I kind of find that very sexy.
Yeah, I think women with glasses look really
Very-
nice.
yeah,
I like
very-
women with glasses.
Yeah, man.
Who are you
Something-
talking about?
We're talking about Mia Khalifa.
Because we're talking about Indian women. The
That
porn star
porn
Mia
star?
Khalifa. Yeah. No, because I was like, because I was telling Raynell, Indian women are beautiful. And I asked them, do you think Mia Khalifa, how do you, like, if I rated Mia Khalifa, I would give her, and this is without the porn. Like, if she never did porn
Wow.
and she looked just how she does now, and I didn't know that she did porn, I would give her an 8.
Yeah, bro. So check it out. Mia Khalifa is Lebanese. So
Yeah.
she's Arabic. Well, I mean, her name kind of gives it away, but
Remember, the reason she got big because she wore a hijab during one of her
Right.
porn scenes.
She did some unforgivable stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think she's a nice looking woman.
She
So
made
I
some
would,
poor
maybe
choices.
not an 8. You know what? I'll give her
she actually got a nose job too, by the way.
I'll give her a 7.
It's
6
not
and a half,
that
7.
big?
Yeah, I'll give her a 6.5, 7.
No, I give her an 8. She's very beautiful. She
I-
reminds me of another. She reminds me of that actress from The Boys, that the Indian actress from The Boys who used to pop heads.
Yeah, I think she's nice looking. She has a huge nose too. I think she's nice looking also.
She is attractive. Yeah.
But despite that huge nose, she's attractive.
She's attractive.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
I
which
agree.
says
I
a
agree.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
Which says
agree.
a lot. Who is that?
Bring her up.
Indian actress. The boy, I have no idea what her name is.
Since we're talking about, so let's go back to Game of Thrones
Here
while
she
you're
is.
looking that up. There's
There
Who?
she is.
Go ahead. We'll look at this and I'll talk to you guys about.
Yeah,
two
for some
people.
reason I was super attracted to her. I was like, man, this chick is hot. I just like her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she's
is
very-
attractive.
Oh, and then this Asian, she's beautiful.
She's attractive too.
She's
I-
very beautiful.
I'm not feeling that one.
What?
Oh,
Not.
right. She's
No.
that 1 in 100,000 that I never
Really?
found.
No. See, so you
Yeah.
know who I thought was attractive back in the day? The girl from Karate Kid, Part 2. Over in Okinawa.
Oh,
Daniel
Because she
San
was.
That's who I thought was very attractive. Is an Asian woman that I found attractive.
You crazy. Renell, you don't think this girl's attractive right here? Are you serious?
Okay, she looks better there with the other picture you had. Yeah.
She, there,
So how much-
there.
No, see, I don't. Something about that. I'm not Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna pull up one of my crushes. Jamal, if you could pull up Iron
Here.
Fist. This is an Asian lady.
I know who you're talking about.
I love
What
her.
is her name? Yeah, she's great. Iron Fist cast. Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about. She's in the Matrix, the
Yep.
latest Matrix movie. Here she
Yep.
is. She don't even look like herself there. Shoot, let's go to cast. Jessica Henwick, that's her name.
Yeah. I
Yep.
think she's absolutely beautiful, bro.
Oh yeah, she's in she's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
great.
she's cute. She's cute. Yeah.
Very beautiful.
I give her
I don't know about beautiful, bro. I'm giving her cute.
No,
it's
she's
fine. Look, you got different
Actually-
tastes.
Yeah.
So Jermaine, there's a Asian actress who's in the film Ex Machina. Have you seen that film, Ex Machina?
That's a good movie.
No.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. All right, let me pull up Ex Machina.
Let me see. So I'll rate the two. So because I like this chick, I actually like her.
Here, Sonoya Mizuno. She's Japanese. Oh, let me bring her. In. There she is. Oh, well,
The other one looks
That's-
good. Wait, let me see.
well, that looks good. She looks good there. She looks good here. She can't not look good.
She's attractive. But I would still choose the other chick.
See, these are the Asian women I can never find because they're all.
So there's so her I would give this chick.
Mm.
I do
Yeah,
like her
she's
face.
she's pretty.
I like her face.
Mhm.
What are you talking about?
This chick you have on screen right now.
Oh yeah. No, she's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely 7. I'll give her 7. The other chick from Iron Fist, I'll give her a 7.5. She's just more my speed.
Okay.
But I do have there's just so when I see women, I
Mhm.
instantly know if I'm attracted to them. It's not like a get to know you type shit. So
Right.
I can see a regular looking chick. I'm a super attracted to a lot of regular looking girls. They don't have to be
Mhm.
like supermodels.
Right.
Have you ever saw Yellowstone?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
The Indian girl who's married to Casey?
That's not who I was talking about. There's this French girl who was married to Tim. What's his name? Anyway, she's French. All right, you're talking about Yellowstone. You want me to
Yeah,
look her
with
up?
Not Kevin Costner. Is it Kevin Costner?
Oh, this one, Kelsey Asbindi.
I can't see it. Yeah, I think she's super attractive, bro.
Looks like something.
I think she's super attractive. Like, I just like different types of women. Just like the girl from The Boys with the big nose, I think she's attractive. I think the nose actually enhances her features and makes her look better. I don't think she would look good with a small nose.
It enhances her freakiness.
So this is the girl. She's from Yellowstone, 1883, and I saw 1883 just so I could see her in it. And she's married to, or was married to, Tim Robbins. That's his name.
Wait, the comedian?
No, he's an actor. Man, she's not a well-known actress, so it's very difficult to find.
Tim Robbins. He's
Tim Robbins. Yeah, he's a like the tall actor. Ooh, here we go.
Huh. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
nice
that's-
looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
1883, is that the one with the 2 country singers?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, they
Yeah.
played. Look, they played those parts well. I was like,
They
wait,
really did.
these are country singers, and
That's
hey,
right.
their daughter was hot.
Yeah,
I think she was of
Uh,
age during the shooting. That she just played like
yeah,
she was
that's her right there. Yeah, Shania Twain, and I don't know. Oh, Tim McGraw. Or no,
Yeah.
Faith Hill. My bad. Shoot,
Faith Hill, yeah, because
Tim
they're
McGraw.
married in real life, right?
Correct. But what took me out of it was how her character had porcelain veneers and a perfect tan, in 1883 took me out of it. I'm like, okay, they need to make her look a bit more roughed up. But besides that, great show. And
Yeah.
yeah, I like that the black dude was treated with dignity. The one black guy, he was like a marshal or something. And
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, I liked his arc. So
Yeah,
shout out to Yellowstone 1883.
that was a good show.
Yeah,
I
it
think it's
was.
better
Me too.
than the regular Yellowstone,
Well,
but
I
just
really
that one series.
yes, it was like a one shot. But there's they tried to do man, he's the
1923.
no, not that. I'm talking about something different. There's this black guy. He's who the Lone Ranger is. Bass Reeves. They tried doing a series based on Bass Reeves.
I saw that.
And was it good?
I had to stop watching it, bro. I had to stop
Right.
watching it.
Right.
He didn't want to be a sheriff or a deputy.
Hmm.
I can't even remember. I was just like, that's all right. I just stopped watching it.
Yeah. But it's crazy because a lot of oh no, did the stream stop? Instagram keeps
Yeah.
disconnected. I don't know what's up with that.
After an hour, it stops.
Oh, is that what it is?
And it's what the
Okay.
little pop-up says.
Oh, okay. Well, a lot of people don't know that the Lone Ranger. I mean, who cares about the Lone Ranger at this point? But a lot of people don't know that he was whitewashed. And it was based on Bass Reeves, this guy who, I don't know if he was a former slave or not, but he knew how to speak the different Native American languages, and that made him this great bounty hunter.
Oh, wow. I
And he
didn't
just
know
had,
that.
yeah, and his name was
Yeah.
Bass Reeves, and he just lived
So
off
he was
the
the actual
land.
Lone Ranger.
He was the actual Lone Ranger. Yes. Yes.
And then they made him white.
They made him white. Here comes
So
white.
let me show you guys someone from Game of Thrones that I was incredibly attracted to.
Oh, is that mixed?
Oh,
mixed
she was in
chick?
Game of Thrones also. The girl. Yeah. No,
Oh, she did not age well.
I'm
But
good.
yes.
Nah.
But back, I don't know what
Yes,
it
back
is.
in the
This
day.
girl
Yep,
was
back in
so
the day.
attracted to this woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I got you. No, I like Missandei.
Melisandre. Woo!
Yeah.
No, Missandei. She was Khaleesi's
Oh.
right hand. Yeah.
What about Melisandre?
That's the chick in the red?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. That's
She
the
was
witch?
seductive. Yeah.
Yeah, the witch.
She was hot.
Like, she was like get
seductive.
naked real quick. Yeah.
And in
man.
real life, I think she's probably like 40. So like she was hot.
But don't let her
She's
take the
all
necklace
right.
off, though. That's all.
Oh yeah. No.
You'll be.
I did not think the Lannister lady was attractive, and she was actually married or was the ex-wife of one of the guys on the show, and actually they had to be kept apart on set because they hated each
Yeah.
other so
Yeah.
much.
Mhm.
What are you talking about,
heard
Cersei?
that?
She was
Cersei.
attractive back in 300 when she did 300.
Oh, that was her. What
Yeah.
happened to her?
She just
Yeah,
got
you're
older,
right.
bro. She got
Is
older.
that
in a
what
lot of
it was?
shows.
It's like
She was also
smoking
she
crack
in
or
Pride
something.
and Prejudice also, I think.
We've kind of talked about this too, right? Some races or some races don't age as well as others. So
No, women don't age as well as men. It's just, bro, it is what it is.
It's like I told Alejandro, I said, women age like milk, men age like wine. It's true. It's true.
Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
Asian
But,
women
It is what it is.
age well.
Yeah, so my girl,
Yeah.
the Asian girl from Iron Fist, is also in the Game of Thrones. She was one of the sisters, one of the assassins for where Jamie's daughter was. You remember the mom and then the three assassin girls? They were all
Mhm.
sisters.
Mhm.
No,
She was one of them.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't.
You want to bet?
Yeah. What do you want to
Let's bet $1.
Wash her in the
bet?
dryer.
Oh, see. I like it. Let's bet $1. Cool.
Let's bet. No, pull it up. Pull it up.
Okay.
I guarantee
Okay,
I'm
okay.
right though.
Let's see.
I know my
All right.
baby.
So here we go. All right. So
Man, if you could just go to Game of Thrones.
Jessica Henwick, filmography. Pull this up. Okay. And IMDb. Okay, that's her. Shoot, where am I going? Okay, here we go. Blood of Zeus. Oh, she's in Blood of Zeus. Okay.
Oh, the animation?
Yeah, she voiced somebody. Okay. Game of Thrones. God damn it. 8 episodes.
Dollop.
Yeah, what you doing? Okay. All right. Man, she was? That was her?
That was her. She was one of the sisters. And all those
Okay.
sisters were pretty hot.
She
She was one of
I
the
didn't-
sisters, bro.
I didn't think that they were that hot, bro. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I mean, I thought they were attractive, but not.
Yeah. Now that it says game, I believe she was in it. But dang, I did not.
Well, remember
recognize
when you're looking at TV, everyone looks better than they really do, bro. Like it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Unless they do like a role like Charlize Theron in Monster, where they try to make her look crazy. So, and I think Charlize Theron has been one of the best looking actresses forever to me personally. So I give Charlize Theron a cool cool 8.5, bro. I think she's super attractive.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now,
I think
see,
she's super
man,
attractive.
I think you're stuck on the devil. What was that? What was that movie?
The Devil's Advocate
Yeah.
I think you're stuck in the devil's advocate
with
because
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
you're stuck on that because I agree. If back then, yes, but today,
Yeah, not today.
No. Oh, wait. For her age, how she looks now compared to other women her age.
hold on. Why are you giving her a pass, man? Because I don't think you're that kind to anyone else. There's something else going on.
Look, she was definitely an
Something
8
else
back
going
then.
on.
No, she was definitely
Okay,
an 8
yeah.
back then.
No
She may
argument
not be
there.
an 8 now.
Absolutely. But you should be savage like you are with the other women.
Yeah.
Why not?
You
Why
like
not?
her.
I'm
You're
calling
putting on the
you- oh,
gloves
there
for
it is.
Theron.
See, there it is. You just said it, Brunel. You heard him. He said, I like her. That's what he said.
And she's African. Ooh.
Is she though? Is she African?
She was born in Africa. Yes.
South
What's it
Africa.
mean to be African? Okay. Is that all it means? Is that what it means to be African? That you're born there?
Yeah, because they have white Africans, they have Asian Africans, Japanese Africans. Yeah. If you're born if you're born in Africa, you're African. It's not
Right.
like
That's
here,
it.
bro. Like we're the only place that we call ourselves African American. Everywhere else, they're just Russian. They don't
Right.
say like I'm Black Russian, I'm Black
Right.
Japanese, or African Japanese. They're just Japanese.
Yeah,
We're the
why aren't
only
we
fucking
just-
place in the world that do this
Why
dumb
aren't
shit.
we just North American? Yeah, I get what you're saying. No,
But look, you know what's crazy about it? Not only are we the only place, Black people are only people who do it. Like African American. Raynell, have you ever said you're Latino American? Oh, he's on the phone.
he's calling his girl. Yeah.
But have you ever heard any other ethnicity say they're a designation?
Like
And then-
Latino European. Like
Yeah,
you never hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll never hear Italian American or I'm European American. I'm Russian American.
Right.
I'm Latino. Like the only ones are us, African American.
Yeah. I mean, I think it just speaks to how we view race. And, and race unto itself is just a made up thing. Like you never think about puppies or any animals for that matter, and you separate them by, well, actually, that's not true because you have white bear, you have polar bears, brown bears, black bears. Just
But
call them
isn't that
bears.
more of a demographic of why they are named that? Polar bears,
But the
brown
same is true-
bears.
But the same is true for humans. I mean, we're brown because we needed more melanin in Africa than we did in Europe or Asia. So it's the same thing. You see, climate is what affected our outward appearance. No one wants to talk about that because if we all came from Africa, we were all black, and then we migrated out, and then over 10,000 years, we changed, and then we met up again and forgot that we all came from the same place. It's the saddest story, but that's what it is.
And then everyone was Neanderthals.
And that's why we're brothers
Boom.
from different mothers.
We're brothers. Yeah, man. But some of my women, man, that
Preach, J-Dub, talking all that science. Love it.
Yeah, man. I like
Hey,
PBS.
so actually, Jermaine, I disagree. I'm not Latino American. I'm Colombian American, actually.
Ooh.
have you ever actually said you're Colombian American?
I started
Besides
doing
just
that.
now?
I actually started doing it a couple of years ago. Yes. Mhm.
Wait, why? Like, who did you do it to? Like,
Well, when I'm asked, what my ethnicity, I sometimes say Colombian American to make things easier, not have to go into, well, my
I'm
background is
American, but my ethnicity is Colombian.
yeah, all that
So
stuff.
does
So you
that
just say
mean I should
Colombian
say?
American.
So
Huh?
should I say I'm Jamaican American?
Yeah, you
That
can say.
seems a little.
No, I
that-
think that's beautiful. But yeah, I do. Because
Thanks
and
very much.
and with you're very much in touch with your Jamaican heritage.
Actually, I'm not. No, I'm not. I should be, but
I thought you got that tattoo because of your heritage. Though.
A tattoo makes them in touch? Damn.
This
I didn't get
tattoo.
Africa.
This tattoo is more South Pacific. It has nothing to do.
I thought it was
Nothing at all.
Jamaican. Oh, I
No, not
misunderstood
at
then
all.
when you were telling me.
Not
about
at
it.
all.
Okay.
No. That's why I was saying that. And I was like, I just got it because it was cool. So
Oh.
I could be accused of appropriation. Actually, I just think it's cool. But no, I'm really not in tune with my Jamaican side for many reasons. We can get to that in another episode,
Well, then if that's the case, then I think African American's fine. Then.
or just American.
But see, I'm okay. Well, yeah, whatever works for you. Yeah, I mean, to me, I think it's just easier, and I'm very much to the point. So why not just say Colombian American? Done. Everybody understands. I was born here. My parents are from Colombia.
Humans are so infatuated with labels and
Yeah.
names and categorizing.
Yeah,
It's
true that.
yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
That bothers you.
I don't like it. I don't
Mhm.
like it because there's a Dr. Seuss story about that, and cannot remember for the life of me what story it is, but it's about these two individuals who are just so stubborn they will not move to the left or right, and they just stand there. No, wait, no, that's a different story. Oh, it has to do with the stars on their bellies and how that makes them different from one another. And I'm better than you because I have 2 stars. Oh yeah, well I have 3 stars. And it was Dr. Seuss playing, about race and how really it doesn't matter. We're all the same, right? And I never forgot that. That story was very profound when I was a kid and I first heard that. And I feel that way now. But people get hung up on it. It matters to them. Like even now, I was listening to a podcast, and there was a general who did a lot of amazing things during his tenure as general during Biden. But because the current administration cannot confirm if he was hired as a DEI hire, they fired him. It did not matter what
He was
his
black?
accomplishment.
Yeah,
He was black. It was a black
yeah,
general.
he was the joint chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
There you go.
the
Renell
high-
knows, right?
Yeah, I'll
Right.
bring him up.
But because they couldn't determine if he was hired as a DEI hire or not, they just said, you know what, we're just gonna let you go. And I thought that was the most racist thing anyone can do because he has this amazing backstory of accomplishments. He's a decorated general. He's done great things while in his office, but they were like, yeah, but you're probably hired as DEI. You got to. And I think that's just like a sneaky way to just keep white people, and it's horrible. And then they did the same for a woman in a position of power. They couldn't
Yeah.
determine if
It was
why she's on.
she was a naval officer.
Right, same thing.
Same
And
thing.
so if you can do that, it's like, yo, what are we doing? What are we
Mhm.
doing? So
Wow.
that's our country.
Hey, man. Gotta love him, man. Or not.
Oh, we're not right.
His name is CQ Brown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
CQ?
CQ Brown.
Are those two initials for
Yeah,
first
two.
and middle name?
Yes, first and middle name CQ. I don't know what it is, but last name Brown. I'm pulling it up right now.
There you go. Yeah. Crazy, man.
Wow.
Exactly.
I'd have been pissed
Exactly.
off. Like, damn. I
Oh,
thought I did a good
Didn't
job. Even if
Didn't even
if I
easy.
was a DEI hire.
and here's the thing. And Trump took credit for all the work he did. All the work he
He
did.
did?
Trump was like, that was me. Yeah, that was me. It was me. No, it wasn't.
Oh, God. Diddy freaks out after Justin Bieber shocks court with support for Cassie. Breaking. I was brutally fucked.
Ooh.
Shut
That's literally what it says on this.
No,
No,
the rumors were.
stop
I
it.
thought those were just rumors.
Well,
No,
Usher too,
so this
right?
is from a channel called Twice 8. This is one day ago.
No.
And they have her on the stand wiping her eyes, like, the what do they call it? Not calligrapher. The people who draw. Wait, is it calligrapher?
Cartoonist or whatever. I don't know.
No, but it's the
Yeah.
actual name in the courtroom. The people who draw the people.
Yeah.
The people who are the people who type the calligrapher or the drawing is the calligrapher?
Because I know there was
Sketch artist.
I know there was a room. Yeah, that whoever that is needs to be fired. He's doing an awful job. But I know there was a long-standing rumor about how people from Diddy's camp ran a train on Bieber, and that
On
just
Bieber?
seemed, yeah, on him, and that just seems so
That's why that
crazy.
dude, that's why that kid's so fucked up.
No, yeah. I think they did do something to him. So those are rumors. Have you ever saw the video where he's on
that show?
No, he's in a club. He's with what's his name? The football player, Odell Beckham. Not Odell Beckham. Odell, what's his name? The football player from the Giants who used to play for the Giants?
OBJ. Odell
OBJ.
Beckham Jr. Mm-hmm.
Where he was with OBJ and I think what's the singer? Fuck.
Usher.
No.
Okay.
It's another one.
You need your
But
drink over there.
so somebody brings a camera and turns it towards him, and he was in front of OBJ. OBJ was standing up in front of him, but he was like on the low or something. And not Big Sean, but what's the other dude, bro?
I can't help you, man.
Hang on. I can find this shit easy, bro.
You're not helping us. You're just telling us a singer. There's a plethora of
But
singers
anyway, it
out
was like
there,
he was
so-
sucking his dick in a club.
What?
Yeah.
That went dark, quick. Damn.
Justin Bieber in club
He
with
couldn't say fellatio. He had-
with
That didn't
OBJ.
really help.
Okay.
Who's OBJ.
Odell Beckham, the football player, the wide receiver.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So if you go on YouTube right now and you just put that in, it's gonna come up. It'll be like 5 seconds, and you'll see a camera flash toward him, and you'll see who's the guy who was with him. Hang on.
Well, Bieber says he clarifies he is not one of Sean Diddy Combs' victims.
Yeah. Well, deny, right? Can you guys see my screen now or no?
No. Oh, Ray. Oh, there you go. Diddy warns not to talk.
Can you hear it?
No.
Shit. It's doing the same thing again. I got to put it on the
You
RG
can,
score.
if you want to send it to me, Renell, in the chat, I'll do it.
Okay.
The link. Yeah.
Trey Songz. That's who it was. He was with Trey Songz.
I don't even know who that is.
Trey Songz, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Oh, I'm Mr. Steal Your Girl. You don't know Trey Songz?
No. You guys
Great.
are
Great.
more advanced than I am with all this stuff.
Right now, we're listening to R&B.
I do listen to R&B.
Oh,
I listen to R&B, but just old school
Actually,
R&B.
Renell, you got to do it in the private chat. Sorry, man. It won't let me
Oh,
copy.
shoot. Okay, private chat. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Steal Your Girl. That's Trey Songz. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, I got to use your browser because I have commercials on mine.
Oh, good point. Ah, shoot. I should log in my premium account. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Ooh. What am I looking at?
Okay, so the P. Diddy trial is now in day 3, Sean
Okay.
Combs. And it's unbelievable. I mean, it's just like, I want to stress again to the audience, we must distinguish before we get the legal instructions between disgusting, filthy, pervert, cad, asshole, and
they going in. Could you hear that?
Yeah.
I heard the whole thing. And, I don't know. I don't even know if I should tell you what Cassie said she had to do. First off, she's married,
Yeah.
and her
she's-
husband is in the court listening to her testimony,
yeah.
They gonna get a divorce. He ain't gonna be able to
which
stay
is
with her.
crazy.
We got
Yo,
three kids already. Mhm.
the things she, oh, yo.
Well,
It makes me-
what did she say?
So, she had several male escorts have sex with her in front of Diddy. So he would be in the
Oh.
corner watching. Okay. And no one wore condoms, right? So she's getting filled up. And then when the men are done, right, she then goes into a room with Diddy. Diddy is laying naked on the floor on his back. She then scoops out the man juice from inside of her and smears it on his nipples. That's next level, bro.
That's just a regular part of a relationship, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
that's bruh.
Listen, if you got to go to that length, that extreme to get your kicks,
But you know what that is, though? That's excess, right? You
it's
get to-
power. It's over the top.
No, but what happens is he's numb to all the other. All of his sensations are numb. So
Like
he
you
has
can't
to-
just do missionary.
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like,
Like he's like missionary. My dick won't even get hard for missionary,
Yo.
right?
You think that's what it is, or you think he's just
it's gotta
No,
be.
it is that. It's the he has lost sensation in all respects, and
Pretty
so
much. Has
so
to.
and he has so much money, right, that he has to go to these other levels in order to.
Like-
It's almost like an addict, right? Like
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. Like
Yeah.
you need, and then she's crying, saying she did it because that was the only time they had together that was intimate. I'm like, yo. I don't know what dark
can
place.
you imagine
need
how
to go
fucked
to.
up she is in the head, bro?
Yo, it's
she
clinical.
She attempted on a few occasions. What's it called? Essay, not essay. To take her own life.
Oh,
Unalive
to delete
herself?
herself.
Yeah.
How do we say that? Like on
Delete
Unalive.
herself, unalive, whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
unalive herself. Yeah. Mhm.
Well, I mean, I don't condone that, but I understand.
Yeah, like for sure. That helps
Yeah.
with you 100%.
But yeah, that was
courtroom shakes after audio drops of Diddy with Will. Wait.
So So-
You can't believe all this shit.
Trial is
Yeah.
still long.
So Jamal, can you play this video so you can see
Okay.
like how
Play it?
he passively aggressively threatens.
I tell you, man, these videos that be coming out, these resurface videos that I've never seen, never heard of.
Another one?
Look,
Scary.
Diddy warns Justin Bieber not to talk about things he did with Big Brother Puff in resurface clip.
Mm-mm.
Got me a Lamborghini. And
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Uh-oh.
Got me a
I
And
mean,
you see, you got brother Jimmy Kimmel laughing and stuff, but it
that's so cryptic. Who knows what that meant?
It could have.
It was way too open. I mean, I get it. Okay, you can squint your eyes, tilt your head, and be like, we know what he meant now, but who knows?
Yeah, back then you don't, right? But now looking back, not just that. You know who else was in that love fest was Usher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Usher was involved in all that stuff too.
Sir
Diddy was beating
Salih.
all their cheeks up.
Yo, look at Joe looking like a 90s R&B singer in the thumbnail. He look like he got a platinum album from '94.
Hey,
That's
you
great.
know what we should do? We should bring Sir Saleh onto the show right now, impromptu.
Yeah.
Jump in, my brother,
Right? Who?
Yo,
Sir Saleh.
Yeah.
Joe.
Sir Celeb. Yeah.
I'm using handles now because I got chastised for using names.
Okay. All right. Can always count on Sir
What's going on,
Celeb.
Joe?
Yo, but yeah, it's cryptic, man. I mean, he knew what he was doing. He was. I mean, you're on Jimmy Kimmel. You can't say it out loud, but who knows, right? I'm not trying to condone this dude. No, he's. I believe everything he's accused of. Because how do that many people mobilize a lie to that extent? That is just
exactly.
no one's that organized. No.
Usher exposes Diddy with voicemails dating back years. So unfortunately, it's so much information out, you don't even know which one is true.
Yeah.
Because you can read this shit, but you're like, well, I guess I gotta watch to see if there's actually voicemails on here if they play them. But I didn't even know his fucking trial started.
Oh yeah, it's like day 3 or 4, and the
Usher is Diddy's abused.
the dude drawing the pictures is getting clowned.
So this chick, Melanie King.
And I lived with Sean Fluffy Combs for a year. That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to
Stay with him for a whole year. Imagine getting your duty hole drug out for a whole year by Diddy, bro.
I can't imagine that. I don't
You know who I'm really proud of though is 50 Cent, because he's been calling him out
first
from
off,
day one.
Listen, man. Listen. Oh, what's Joe talking about? Hey, I agree. There's too many information out there to know what to believe. Yeah, it's true. But yo, 50, shout out to 50 Cent. 50 Curtis Jackson, man. He's about to make money. And you know he's about to call his he sold the rights to his story about Diddy to Netflix, and it's called Diddy Do It.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm not making that up. 50
Really?
Cent sold the rights to his story on the dirt he has on P. Diddy, sold it to Netflix, and he wants him to call it Diddy Do It.
When's that coming out?
I don't know. But yo, 50 Cent has been trolling Diddy for like the past 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Because Diddy tells a story. Not Diddy, sorry. 50 tells a story about how Diddy was like, hey, 50, man, you know, what's good, man? Hey, why don't you let me take you out so I can, take you shopping, man? You know, what's good? And 50 Cent's like, nigga, what'd you say? Just like that. He's like, what? I'm a grown man. You want to do what? Take me shopping? I ain't your bitch. Like that's the normal response you should have to another man who invites you out to go shopping. Yo, come on now.
You meant Ninja, right?
Sure, whatever. But my point is, it's like, yo, there's like lots of little stories like that that are floating around.
Yeah,
My bad,
I actually
Ninja,
saw
man.
that video. And it's hilarious
Crazy.
when he tells that story.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then the thing is, Diddy actually tried to kind of cover that up or clean up that milk, right? By coming on the yeah, he did. Actually, we could probably find the video of Diddy kind of trying to clean that up. He went on the show up there in New York.
I think you're right. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah,
Power 96 or whatever up there in New York, and Power 106, and he's on what? You know, he's got the toothpick in his mouth. I thought he could get he needs some clothes. That's all. You know, like trying to play it off.
yeah.
Like, bro, stop it. Like
1 minute.
Like Jamal, if I
Sheila
came to you
E.
and I said, "Hey, can I take you shopping?" I mean,
okay,
you would feel very uncomfortable with that, wouldn't you?
If you said it like that, yes, but I know you. It's different. But wait, even though
Even if I, no, you wouldn't feel.
Yeah. That's weird. That's coming out of left field. Like, what are you talking about?
No.
What makes you think I need you to buy me clothes? Like, what?
But what Diddy
It's
was
not
trying
something.
Diddy
go
was
ahead.
trying to make it seem like 50 was looking a little rough, right? But no, come on, 50. He's got plenty of money. He can do his own thing.
Yeah.
So,
that was just
anyways,
bad.
I'm gonna look up that video because it was.
But I think that speaks to how power and delusion can make you say things that you yourself are like, oh, this is normal. I should be able to say that. And then you say it and you get this completely different reaction for what, like, he probably thinks having another man's juice rubbed on his nipples is perfectly normal. Well, Sean Combs, it is not. That is not right. And I forgot this part. So I told you they had these like long marathon sessions in these different hotel rooms. Hotel rooms would be beyond repair with blood, all sorts of bodily fluids stained deep in the carpets, things broken.
You mean
Sometimes
just
hotel
him and
rooms.
her, or like parties?
No, because there were, so first off, Cassie is very attractive. Very, very attractive.
She's nice.
And for whatever reason, Sean would have her go to like some random male escort site. They had to be black men. Those are the only men that Sean preferred her to be with. And they were always average looking guys. And that also had to be the case. And so you can't help but wonder, is he projecting himself right onto her with these surrogate men?
Well, not just that, his insecurities, right?
Yeah.
His
Like they had to be
insecurities.
average looking
Yeah.
black men.
It couldn't be Brad Pitt. Nope.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
And then they do all these debased things to her, and then he's off in the side.
Mhm.
It's some deep.
Serious.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. 100%. There's some he needs to go get some therapy for sure.
Yeah. Super douche.
Give me a sec. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you was finna say?
I said it. I'm good. We're almost at 2 hours, man. Just give me a heads up.
Well, hey, I
8
guess
o'clock is
everybody right now is covering the fucking Diddy story, because I've just put Diddy in here and all this shit. Like Sheila E. reveals what Prince told her about Diddy before his death. Just so much shit out there right now, bro.
Hey, wasn't Cuba Gooding Jr. involved as well with all this stuff?
I wouldn't
I
doubt
don't
it.
know.
Yeah, I read somewhere. Man, I mean, it's
Well, supposedly Will Smith, Meek Mill.
Mhm.
You didn't know about Will Smith?
uh-uh.
Yeah. What's the dude who used to play on that show? I can't think of his name. Bieber, obviously Cassie. Usher.
Mhm.
Such a shame.
Didn't LeBron
Yeah.
go to these
Oh,
parties
J Lo's
too?
supposed to be involved somehow.
That makes sense.
Yep, J Lo.
That makes sense.
But that was back in the day. That was when
Bruh,
the
look.
white parties were just starting.
But remember remember what's going on. Supposedly he has video of multiple celebrities and held that over their head. So you could say it was long ago, but if he has a video with her fucking 8 dudes, oh, she's still doing what the fuck he said.
Mm.
Yeah, so supposedly he had videos of celebrities, and that's the way he kept governance over them. So
Crazy.
hey man, dude out here slanging pipe. What can you do?
Who? Diddy?
Yeah, Diddy out here slinging pipe, bro.
Yeah.
Laying that wood.
Yeah,
It's crazy, man.
on men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, Renell. I mean, he just reached a point where he was bored with just average stuff. You know, like there are a lot of what do you call them? Men who are involuntary incels. Men who are involuntary celibate, who have never touched a warm vagina since they were born, right? And Diddy's just like abusing people. Like I can't think of more extremes. The world isn't fair. It's just crazy.
Well, did you hear the one video where supposedly that was Meek Mill and Diddy in the room having sex? Did you guys ever hear that video?
Oh, Ja Rule. Ja Rule. He got
I don't know
Ja
about Ja
Rule.
Rule.
Yeah, he got Ja Rule. Yep.
Have you guys ever heard that video?
No, I didn't.
I've heard so many things. How Birdman and Wayne had some sort of relationship. I don't believe that.
No. The video where it's audio of supposedly Meek Mill getting fucked by Puffy for the first time or something like that. You've never heard that video?
No.
It's just an audio. Okay. It's out there in the ether on YouTube. You'll be able to find it. But it's out there. But it's definitely sound like Meek Mill. But who knows?
I'm not going to look.
I've been riding in my old hood.
These can be doctored nowadays, so who
That's
knows?
the thing. And I like Meek Mill. So I don't know. I like his music. Yeah, I like his music.
Cat Williams told us this year everything's gonna come to light.
Oh, there's
He was
a
like, Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, there's like a compilation where Shannon Sharp was warned by like 5 different people not to date white women.
Yep.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's like Steve Harvey.
That one black woman.
Yeah, I can't remember her
Parker.
name. Cat Williams. Like all these people were like, "Yo, dude, you chill." There was like 5 of them on his show.
Yep.
And it's like a compilation, like they like stitched it all together. It's actually really funny. Oh
I mean,
man,
he's basically living the life of a sugar daddy, right?
he needs.
That's exactly what he's doing. Especially if he's paying $25,000 per cheat.
What?
It's not worth it. It's not
Bro.
worth $25.
He paid that much.
Yeah.
Ain't no ass worth that, bro. Like,
No.
I don't give a fuck if you do buy prostitutes, my bro.
Well, wait, hold on. What if it was Charlize Theron, Jermaine?
Nope. You ain't getting 25,000 of these dollars. Crazy as fuck.
You hear that, Charlene? You thought you were it.
But you know what I might do?
What's
Take it to the Cheesecake Factory.
We came full circle. All right, Jermaine. Where can people find you on social, man? We have to wrap this up.
November Montgomery, all platforms.
Renell, where can people find you?
Raynell Saw_JR at Instagram.
And I'm Jamal. You can find me at Jamal is Good on Blue Sky and Instagram. And that is a wrap for tonight's show, the RJ Squared podcast, where the convo never stops. If you vibe with us, do us a favor, hit that like button, drop a comment. We want to hear from you. Subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. We're here every Monday at 8 p.m. and every Sunday at 3 p.m. moving forward. And until next time, keep it grown, keep it honest, and as always, join the conversation. Peace out, y'all.
Salud.